And hello everybody, welcome back to the video. Today we are back inside of Minecraft for Minecraft Parkour Mountain 2. I don't remember if I ever played the first. I don't think I have. So we're jumping right into it with the second. I love that I already managed to take a bunch of damage to this line block. But yeah, we're journeying back out. There have been, a lot of parkour maps have come out recently that I haven't tried. A couple days ago, I was kind of like, I don't know if all that many parkour maps have really come out recently. And then I was looking at, I was actually looking through all the maps websites, and yeah, it's just that I've been gone for long enough now that, lot of maps. That's what happens when you post, like, 8 videos in 9 months, but it is what it is. We're back into the swing of things now. I've already like quadrupled that in the last month. Let's see here. All right. I'm a little confused by everything being so like bland on the side. Like this is one thing that I feel like a lot of maps have moved to within the last couple months. At least that's what I can tell from the couple maps I played recently. But it's become really common to have a lot of maps that don't really do a lot of background art and just in general. Oh, let's go down here. Just in general, don't put all that much effort into the map as a whole in terms of like background style and stuff like that. It's all just kind of, oh, I missed it. Wait, or am I supposed to jump up here and then let's go. But yeah, I feel like maps haven't put a lot of effort into background art and just the general appearance of the map beyond just what's right up front and center, which is kind of disappointing to me. I wish more map creators have been like making the general ambiance really nice, which granted is something I didn't used to really care about, so I do have to give them some slack on that end, where it's like that used to not be at all a concern for me. It's only a recent thing that I've really started to care pretty heavily about how a map looks. Oh, hitting my head there. But yeah, I don't know. I think when it comes to stuff like this, if you want your general maps to be good, I think they should also look good. I do think there's some correlation there. I think if somebody spends a lot of time working on making sure their map looks nice and stuff like that, then it's easier to make the map as a whole a little better. And as I mentioned last time I was kind of talking about this, there's been a lot of really easy and really difficult parkour maps like recently. Like, and there's no in between. I haven't played a medium difficulty map that's come out for 1.19 or 1.20 yet. They're all either really easy or really difficult, and that's one thing that I'm like, oh, whoops. We can handle medium difficulty maps. Like, the map creators don't need to be making everything either really difficult or really easy. Like, give us something in between. Like, I want a map that gives me a little bit of challenge, but doesn't take, 10 hours to beat occasionally. And I don't know. Parkour maps like this that are pretty easy. Like, even look at this. This is trivia section. It's what's 9 plus 10? This is going to kill me for saying 19 instead of 21, isn't it? Okay, we're good. But yeah, that's the trivia section. And it was bad enough and simple enough that I thought that it was going to go into a meme rather than actually just being flat out. I don't know. The state of parkour currently worries me. Which, granted, maps like Parkour Limbo, I feel like, do help balance it out to some degree. But there's just so many easy maps. And, like, this was kind of a thing that he, like, did well, which we'll come back to that later. But this is something that he, like, did really well, is building maps that were easy but still really enjoyable. And I think in part that worked so well because there weren't really a lot of easy maps. So then he, like, introduced some maps that were easy but still enjoyable, so that people that weren't really good at parkour could still have a good time, while at the same time people who were good at it could have a good time trying to do it really fast and still not falling and stuff. And like it just worked really well. But I think it worked really well in part because of the time that he, like, started releasing a bunch of maps. Because, like, most of Helix's maps that I've played come from a time where, at least as far as I remember it, most of the other maps around were pretty middle of the line for difficulty. There's no elytra. Oh, here we go. Like they're pretty middle of the line difficulty. Maps were really common then, and then he, like, came around and put some easier maps that were very easy on beginners that were still enjoyable for veteran players. They could play together. It worked really well. But now, like, everybody, here's a perfect example: the Shrine of Helike. I think everybody's kind of hit a point where they're trying to replicate what Helike has done, and as a result, we get a lot of these really easy levels and maps where it's like there wasn't a single difficult jump in this entire map. And I think that's fine in some circumstances where you're, like, trying to build a pretty easy map or whatnot. Whoops. But like when you're trying to build a normal map and you end up with nothing but a bunch of easy jumps, I think it just kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it works to me. I feel like it's, you know, a bit problematic towards map communities as a whole. And I think it'll help the speedrunning community more than anything, because, you know, easier maps are a lot better for the speedrunning communities, because then you add all the difficult jumps in with the skips, and you don't have other spots that you're going to be falling a lot outside of the skips, and, you know, it makes speedrunning a lot more viable. But anyway, I'm gonna stop running through the parkour again, and we're gonna end this one off here, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, if you're interested, you can check out the map in the description. For as much as I have complaints about the overall trend of maps, this wasn't a bad map in and of itself. I just really dislike the map trend that most maps nowadays seem to be really of just that one type, and it's lacking, well, as I've said throughout the entire course, this kind of medium difficulty maps that have some hard jumps mixed in but aren't super difficult or easy. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye bye.